everyone, and welcome to the Book Refuge. My name is Jen, and welcome to my announcement video for the Summer Fling 2020. This is the brainchild of Sarah over at Steeped in Books. This is going to be a month-long readathon for August 2020. It is going to be so fun. We have a lot of live shows planned. We have this super cute prompt board. It's not a bingo board. It's just all the prompts in a really pretty pattern for us. And it's just going to be a fun time to, round out the summer that has been pretty crazy. There's going to be a kickoff live show July 25th at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central. This, I believe, is going to be hosted on Sarah's channel. And this will be us talking about how excited we are, introducing ourselves, and then, going over our recommendations for the different prompts. Then I will also have a video, of course, with my recommendations for the different prompts. And then there will also be 2 more live shows to be determined. That will be in August. Probably one on the 15th, we're thinking, and then one near the end of the month, possibly the beginning of September, to wrap up everything that we talked about. The co-hosts for this are going to be listed down below, so make sure you check them out if you want more people for recommendations and to see who's going to be on the live show for this. So let's get right down to it. Let's go over what the prompts are and what they mean. Again, these are just guidelines. There isn't, even though I'll put up the board now, even though it's a pretty, it looks like a bingo board, this isn't. This is just a cute little sheet that I will have linked down below if you want to be able to print it off and hang it up, or if you want a copy of it digitally, you'll be able to get it from there as well. But it's just something cute to check it off as you go. Of course, you can do as many or as little as you want. Readathons aren't as complicated as they seem. I just always feel like they are because I like to plan so much that a readathon feels overwhelming to me, but they're just fun. It's just fun. So let's go over this. So the first one we have here is, hold on, let me pull up a picture of this one. The first one we have is Down Home Country. So this is going to be a small town romance, a cowboy, or a western romance. Then we have Big City Life, which is romances that take place in a large city, a billionaire romance, jet-setting lifestyle, something like that. Next we have an authors of Color Tile. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. Then we have Hot and Spicy, whoop whoop, this is gonna be my fave, which is an erotic romance or romance that is hotter than you would normally read, or a romance that takes place in a hot location, if you want to chicken out of that. I don't know any romances that can be quite hotter than what I already read, so, maybe I can just stick to my usual for this one. I think the sweeter ones are gonna be what's harder for me than the spicy ones, you know what I mean. Then we have Dark and Dangerous. Read a dark or taboo romance, a romance with a dark cover or has a dangerous character. This is up to your interpretation. Again, if you don't actually want to read something that's taboo, you could just pick something that's dark on the cover, which will be hard to find if you want it to be a light romance, but are trying to skate under, because most books that are light and fluffy don't have a dark cover. So I think you might have to get a little bit spicy with that one too if you want to complete it. Then we have Sweet and Clean, a clean or light romance, no adult content, or a romance with something sweet on the cover. So that one might be more of a challenge for me. Maybe I can find something sweet on the cover, because there's definitely some naughty ones like Sugar Daddy that have something sweet on the cover but are not sweet. Then we have Road Trip. Again, self-explanatory. You could make this one be a fantasy book if you want to spin things around. A lot of fantasy books include road trips in them. Friends to Lovers. Again, pretty self-explanatory. A diversity square. This can be however you mean it to be. This could be including, LGBTQ representation. This could be another, if not an authors of color, maybe a book with diversity in it. You could be, you know, neurodiversity or anything like that. Because then we have the next one, which is disability representation, mental or physical. So this one, you could double this up with diversity if you want to. You know, we can double these prompts up if you don't feel like you can read 12 books in a month, which, no judgment. I read 4 times that in the month usually, so I should be okay with this. But if you know, only read 5 books in a month, I'm sure you can find ways to spice this up. Like having authors of color on there, you really easily could read a dark and dangerous book with an author of color. You know, like you can really start to, you know, cross these off. And then finally, an old school historical. That makes me so happy because lately that's like all I've been in the mood for. So we'll see if I'm still in the mood for it in August. So there we go. Oh wait, there's one more. Sorry. It says cheesy cover step back or oldest historical romance on your TBR for oldest historical. There's a second page to my notes that I didn't scroll to. And then finally, it's a category romance. Now this is Harlequin or Mills and Boon if you're in the UK or Australia. So this will be fun. I've only read a couple Harlequin books, and they weren't like the small paperback Harlequin. They were like by the Harlequin imprint. So this could be a fun one for me because I've always wanted to try some of those. But I'm like, ooh, it's too short. But I read lots of novellas, so that's a stupid reason, right? That's a dumb reason. So there you go. I will keep this short and sweet. That is the readathon. Those are the reading prompts. Make sure you check out the links down below. It'll be a list of all the other co-hosts. It'll be the sheet with the prompts on it. And then make sure to keep your eye out and follow us on our social medias for more updates coming. And put it on your calendar that first live show is going to be July 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.